From England?
Alright, hello. Nils.
From Denmark?
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, so you're sitting here every day? Is this kind of a peace guard or something?
Sorry?
Are you kind of a peace guard sitting here?
A peace?
Peace guard?
Peace God?
Yeah.
God? No, I'm no God. God's upstairs.
It's God upstairs, okay.
Mr. and Mrs. God are upstairs. I'm a little man down here below, same as you, just as another human being.
Are you
Father?
here? Are you here every day?
I'm here every day, yes.
Just you?
No, Mr. and Mrs. God are here. I did tell you this. You are here. People come all the time.
Yeah.
I'm alone many times, but many times people are with me. Do you know the world has come to me? I'm available, aren't I?
Yeah.
24 hours I'm here. Not Mr. Tony Blair, not Mr. George Bush. You can't get to these people. You can get to me. You can come and chat if you like. If you want to be offensive, I'd rather you didn't, but you can. I've had offence and I've had abuse. I've had people loving me. I've had a lot of love and a lot of kindness, a lot of goodness. A lot of people with good hearts, they're with me, because it's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't have to read very much to say, yes, I agree, do you?
Well, we're having kind of the same peace garden outside the Danish Parliament.
I'm not into this word, peace God. Please explain to me.
Guide.
Oh,
Yeah.
peace guide. Yeah, I'm a peace guide.
Okay.
Here are the signs. Oh, here's a good one. How about this in German? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah, ein bisschen. So we're standing outside the Danish Parliament every day. It's about 200 people.
Wow.
Then we shift 3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
So there's 200 of you, and you change every shift.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of people there.
It is, yeah.
A lot of people concerned.
It's expanding. It's good. There were some conferences and demonstrations around. So.
I'm sort of the opposite end of the spectrum. One person.
Yeah.
Numbers is good. We need numbers to show people this is wrong.
Yeah.
Most of the people disagree with it. The war on terrorism, I ask you, is it sick? Is it sick? Sanctions, the noble cloak that they to save the world. No, sanctions kill. In Iraq, sanctions kill. That's the naked truth, you know.
Yeah.
I'm keep going, and you.
Yeah.
I'm pleased to hear you.
Yeah, we'll keep on going.
200 every day. Wow, that's good, isn't it? And they're changing every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Good. So there's a lot of people who care then.
Well, you could actually do the same here, couldn't you?
I could do, yeah, but it's just me.
Well,
What can I do?
well, make some posters. And people
Listen,
come here, take 3 hours at a time. 2 hours.
Everybody knows they're welcome, but it all seems to be my job. I don't understand why.
Well,
Perhaps God says one man is enough.
you have to do some advertising.
We're all doing the same job, different roles, different. You're doing yours in your country, I'm doing mine, he's doing his. There's a lot of good Americans, you know, I met on here.
Yeah.
Wonderful Americans who care.
All right.
You know, they're not all bomb-happy bastards. I've learned that since I've been here.
Yeah. But what about, why don't you do some advertising about it? Get people to stand here 2 hours
Oh,
at a
listen,
time.
I'm not an organizer. I'm somebody who does what God tells him to do. I expect other people to do the same, you know.
Yeah.
And what's Hans Andersen? That
Yeah.
story, the emperor with no clothes.
Yeah.
One little boy was enough, wasn't it? You didn't need everybody. One is enough. Perhaps that's the story. Perhaps that's the message that God's trying to get across. You know, one person is enough. It's a good story, isn't it?
It is.
I'm the little old boy saying, "Excuse me, Tony. Excuse me, George. You have no clothes. You've dressed up all this."
But how many hours are you standing here?
24 hours.
24 hours. You sleep here?
242 days.
All right.
Until they stop. That's the message. But you know, the message is getting across now.
Yeah.
It's been on CNN. They've said 5 minutes to the world, international, on the 12th and the 13th of January,
Yes.
inside Europe. Repeated during the day and the evening on the 12th and the 13th. 5 minutes each time. Now you can say a lot in 5 minutes.
Yes,
when you
you
have
can.
a busy, fast mouth like mine,
Yes.
and when you have inspiration and good words,
We have
could
got
say
the media on in Denmark as well.
Yeah. Our media is
We've been standing there for 102 days now.
to the media in your country.
Yeah.
No, ours.
the radio stuff.
Listen,
and then more and more people are actually joining.
BBC
It's quite good.
and radio.
But what I think is most important is that you have to arrange some conferences and demonstrations and have a good debate about actually what's going
That's
on.
other people's job. Other people are doing this. This is my job.
All right.
I have to do this. That's all I have to do.
Yeah, we're trying to
Listen,
coordinate it together.
Listen, look at all this I have to do. Now,
Well, you got
heavy
time
steel
while you're
barricades.
sitting.
While bang, crash. You imagine all of this, bang, crash over the road, trying to pick it all up. I was running around like a madman. Each one of these signs cost me a night's sleep. I can't be an organiser and arrange the conferences.
So we have a lot of lectures from the University of Copenhagen standing there as well. And,
Good.
All right, we'll keep in touch.
I will do. Good on
So
you.
that's the websites in Denmark. Well, everything is in Danish, unfortunately.
So
but,
when you go home,
I'm go back Wednesday.
when you go home, tell them there's a good man, good Brian.
Yeah.
His name is his name is the little boy from Emperor with No Clothes, who's standing outside Parliament and saying, "Excuse me, Tony Blair, George Bush, you're naked." This murder and this bombing, this war on terrorism, this phantom war, it's not going to make peace. You can't make peace. You can't get rid of terrorism with daisy cutters, can you? What a fearsome weapon, isn't it? And you're going to get rid of terrorism with a weapon of such great fear?
Well,
what a madness.
I believe it's a very difficult question, but first of all, it's very important to have a more open debate about the whole situation. And that's what we're trying to create in Denmark.
Exactly.
Because the media has mainly focused on the decision of the politicians.
so it
but
does.
now it's starting.
Our media walks by this every day of the working week as if it's not here. And yet, you know, it's been broadcast around the world with different countries. Egyptian TV was here for the second time yesterday.
Oh, really?
We had a good interview. Iran TV have been here 3 times.
Yeah.
Arte, all through France and Germany. Another German TV network. Oh, ABC have been here, for goodness sake. Two ABC film crews from America.
Yeah.
And CNN have broadcasted at Christmas time, at Christmas Day, all through South America, all the USA, all the Spanish-speaking countries. They broadcast 3 minutes in Spanish. Peace, the words of peace, love, truth, and justice for all. This is what they send out on Christmas Day to the Spanish-speaking world and USA. I'm told 25% of the people in USA speak Spanish. So we gave the words on Christmas Day, 12th and 13th. We gave the words in English throughout the world, and they're coming back again. Tell your people to keep an eye on CNN, and particularly on 14th of February.
Yeah,
We hope to be here.
Let
me finish this. A lot of good Americans and some of the victims' relatives from New York of these plane crashes, they're going to be here. I believe it's the 14th. I really hope so. Love. Valentine's Day. Love. Love instead of hate. Peace instead of war. Now, will this be powerful with all these Americans and these relatives and good English people as well? How much response do I get?
Yes.
Dynamic. I get the greatest, the extremes, the greatest love, the greatest hate. I get ignorance, idiots. You know, you always get idiots.
Yeah, we noticed that as well.
But they're like the gnats, like the mosquitoes. Yeah, are you gonna worry about them biting you? No, I don't think so.
But the most idiots and ignorant seems like they're not very well informed.
They're completely uninformed. Or they're misinformed.
Yes.
There's a great program of disinformation, isn't there? Propaganda, we would call it. But you know, it's very similar to Goebbels' Germany. And they're right, our media. Goodness me, I'm told by a Spanish man who resigned from the BBC that the BBC have a list of countries that you're not allowed to criticise. America is on this list, China is on this list, other countries are on this list. This is ridiculous. Where does objectivity come into it? Nobody should be above reproach, should they? Each one of us can do wrong. Each country can do wrong. If you cannot
there's a lot of oil in it as well.
Oil. Oh, you mentioned a key word here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oil, money, power, isn't it?
It's a very important aspect, I guess.
The innocent suffer. It's important in one way, but yet to make that the preeminent issue. Oh, don't forget the arms industry. There's a lot of arms being sold at the moment with all this fear being built up and up and up, isn't there?
Yeah. Have you read the report about the British guy Campbell?
The
Campbell report.
No,
about the oil resources.
no.
It's estimated to peak in 2010, 2015. So that makes another picture, doesn't it?
Is
But
it-
he has been very much ignored. He was hired by the Norwegian government, but so far the International Energy Agency have just censored him from the reports. So, and he was vetoed by Britain and US last year. So it wasn't printed, but there's been a lot of conferences about the oil prices, which may appear. And that makes a whole new point of view, just to take from that point of view, to say what we're actually doing in Afghanistan.
What
What
about
about the oil in Uzbekistan?
what about Iraq? 11% of the world's oil reserves are in Iraq.
Yeah.
That's being kept off the market. And America is quite happy for that to be kept off the market, because I understand it's going to be developed by the Russians, by France when it is developed finally. So
Yes.
they'd rather it was kept off the market. They'll lose the edge in the marketplace. So a whole country where they rely upon oil for their survival, the industry is destroyed now. Oil is their only form of revenue. America doesn't give a damn about that country starving, because it's business. It's business, you understand. Caspian Sea. When you say about this gentleman that the oil is going to peak, does that include or exclude the enormous oil reserves supposed to be in the Caspian Sea?
It's included.
Included.
Yes, it's included.